Hey everyone, I did this portrait sketch off camera with my Aquash water brush pen that I have filled with Higgins ink, and I did not do a pencil sketch over it, or under this. I just went in straight with the ink, but I did it off camera because I have to get literally like this to my paper, and you guys wouldn't have been able to see anything that I was doing, and it would have really compromised the drawing. So I am going to shade this in with, I have squeezed some Holbein Peach Black. This is a really special pigment. It's PBK1, and when it is done in different dilutions, it has like an I don't want to say iridescent because it doesn't sparkle or glow or anything, but it just kind of changes tone from warm to cooler grays, and sometimes you can see like a teal or a peach cast in it, especially if you have done a wash and then you blot it and pick it up with a paper towel. What's left behind, usually in its lightest dilution, is like a peachy color. It's not super overt, but it's just really cool, and it's a good way to get a monochromatic look, not worry about your colors too much, but at the same time get some variation in those gray tones that actually do have a slight shift in color to them. If I do this again, which I'm sure I'm going to, I'll use sepia or violet or some softer color other than black, and then I will do that one with the Inktense pans, and that way, you know, I'm still sticking with the ink theme of the month because yeah, that's my excuse for using all my ink supplies. So I've also got this Daniel Smith pearlescent white that I've squeezed into this little jar, and I might use that for some accents in the flowers. And she's wearing a pearl, and they have kind of an iridescence to them, pearlescentness. So I'll probably shade those a little bit with the peach black, but then also go in a little bit with this, and I mean a little bit, so like this is the type of thing you get carried away with. Hello and welcome to the voiceover section of this video. You can see in the beginning here that I have taped off the edges. I'm trying an effect where I have the subject standing out and overlapping the border, and that's something that I usually draw or paint in. But today I'm using washi tape, and that way I can kind of show you guys this technique. And if you'd like to try it, yeah, you see that you can already put down a sketch and then tape it off, get your border and your background in, and then when you take it off, after it's dried mostly, you can finish your painting. And I just like that effect. It's kind of cool. It's just a style choice kind of thing. I usually, like I said, paint it in or draw it in, but I thought I'd try out this washi tape. So I'm choosing different sections to paint, you know, in a certain order so that I don't bleed in to the wet areas, and I can also kind of gauge my values and the dilution of this paint so that I can get the proper tones that I was looking for. The really diluted, only single layer tone that I'm getting for the skin kind of has like a peach cast to it, and I'm going to try to maintain that unless I layer in some more, I'll get some like bluer shadows. So that is why I'm going in this particular order. And the hair will be probably have some of the darkest values. It also has a lot of that heavier line work, so I'm going to try to vary these shades and tones, because the only challenge with working in monochromatic is not to make everything all the same values, because then everything ends up flat. Value is your friend. It helps you create form and have things stand out or go into the background, and that's the only thing you kind of have to pay attention to when you're using black and white, is to not make everything have the same value range. So this black paint is so unique, and I hope they never stop making it and they never run out of it, because this is, I think, my second or third tube, and I just squeeze a bunch of it into this little plastic dish. And even though I have it into some other palettes, I just have it in this little dish, and I just use it by itself sometimes, bring it places with me. You know, it makes a really good portable, multi-toned value range, and it does granulate, so that can be a good or a bad thing depending on what you're, going for. I don't really mind it. I just have to be careful if the water pools, that it's going to easily move and collect into those areas and create spots. So yeah, there's not a whole lot more to say about that. I did sketch this from a reference, and I know that it looks traced, and there's really absolutely nothing wrong with tracing, but when I trace things, I can't really see the pencil lines anyway. So for me, it's kind of a useless step. So I did this off camera so I wouldn't have the distraction of filming and the pressure of trying to sit back from the page. Using a brush pen is also takes a lot of concentration, at least for me, because it's quite difficult to use, finicky, temperamental. I don't know, pick an adjective. They are beautiful because they can get multiple line widths and variations, but if you're really not paying attention, you can get some really heavy lines where you don't want them. And it comes to such a fine point that, if you're really, really paying attention, you can get quite a range without having to pick up other tools and pens and things. So I looked at a photo reference from a coloring book, which is why it looks like it's from a coloring book, which I am pretty sure that original picture was drawn from a reference. So this is like the third extracted version of a photo reference. But yeah, just wanted to mention where I got the image and how I did it. And I will link the actual coloring book that I took the picture from. And I'm sorry, not link it. I don't link things. I just list them. And because, a lot of times I'm not sure where people are watching this from, and where I get something from, it might not be available to everyone. So I'll just let you guys know my materials, and you can always look them up wherever it is that you live, or whatever platforms or websites you buy from. And with that, I will go ahead and leave you to the rest of the video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, week, night, weekend, whenever this video finds you. And I hope you'll stay for the rest of the video to see how I finished this little ink drawing painting and value study. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you like this type of content, go ahead and consider subscribing if you feel inclined. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.